If you're a senior over the age of 70 and feel that you are losing your strength every year, then this video is for you. Today we are looking at 3 must-do exercises for everybody over the age of 70 that feels that they are losing strength year after year. It could be because of illness, could be because you've had an operation, it could just be bad wear and tear on the body, or it could be something like sarcopenia, which is the losing of muscle mass as we age. If you don't know who I am, my name is Marius Visser. I'm a biokineticist at the Newbie Oncology Center, and today I'm going to show you the 3 must-do exercises for anybody over 70 who wants to improve their strength. Right, so before we start, this is important to note that this might not be suitable for everybody, so please speak to your healthcare provider to ensure that you are cleared for exercise. Having said that, these exercises are very, very light. They are for absolute beginners. I also like to play around and say we call it newbie gains. Newbie gains is muscle mass that is built by an absolute beginner, which means that this muscle that's actually built very quickly over a shorter period of time for somebody that has never exercised versus somebody that has been exercising for years. So you might just be getting some of those newbie gains doing these exercises. So let's kick it off. And the first one is the good old trusty squats. One of the best exercises for lower body strength and overall wellness. It's got so many benefits, but today we're going to focus on building strength and muscle with a bodyweight squat, and that is called the eccentric squat. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to get into our position, sitting on the front of the chair, right on the edge, feet shoulder width apart, nice tall spine. So you want to always look forward and lean forward. So from there we're going to get up, breathe out, and then we're going to lower at least 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and pushing your bum all the way back. 4, 5. And as soon as you touch the chair, you stop right there. You do not sit back up. You keep your body position forward. Keep 50% of the pressure on the legs, and we go again. Up and go down. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Until you touch, you stop. There's a little bit of weight on the seat itself, but not full body weight. I can still feel my quads engaged, and we go up. 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go for 2 more. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's go 1 more and push. 1 and down. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax and rest a bit. So to recap this one, we go up 1 second, down 5 seconds. So the reason why we're only doing this 5 times, it is a lot more fatiguing on the legs, where your traditional squats, where we just go 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down, you might be able to get 10, 15, or even 20 repetitions. But with this one, we want to build strength first. So what we're doing is we're slowing down the movement, putting a lot more emphasis and stress and time under tension on the quads. You rest maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and you do another 5 reps. You might start feeling your legs might fatigue a little bit quicker. You might get that little shaky feeling, but that's good. Do as many as you can, 1 set, 2 sets, or 3 sets as you get better. And then only can you move on to getting more repetitions. So if you're struggling with doing these squats off a chair because the chair feels a little bit too light for you, you can do this on your bed. I can demonstrate off a bed similar to my one. So sitting on a bed, you can see my legs are actually a little bit off the ground, so I can change the angle of my knee position to a little bit less, so it's going to be a little bit easier for me to get up. So from there again, 1 second up and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm only touching, I'm not sitting back completely, I'm leaning forward still. There's still pressure on my legs, keeping the tension, and up. 1 and then 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just touch briefly, hold and push. 1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. 1 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last one. Go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and relax. So there I've got a little bit of a raised bed surface if the chair feels a bit too challenging. And our next exercise is calf raises. We're going to grab our chair. Very important for balance. We need to strengthen our calves. It's one of our big muscles that keeps us balanced, assists with walking, assists with climbing stairs, and assists with blood flow so that we don't get swollen ankles. and of course strengthens all the muscles of the feet and the lower leg. So from here we're going to place our feet just about hip width apart, and from there we're going to lift and push up as high as we can, and we're going to hold for a second or two, and then we're going to slowly come down also 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we go up explosively 1 second or maybe less than 1 second, and go down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's go again 1, 2. For this one we can try and go for 10 reps. It's all up to you. If you can start the calves feeling to burn, that's actually when your set starts. So you want to feel those calves engage. And let's do a few more. I think that's 8, 9, 5 down, 1, 2, 3. So now you got to fit 5 seconds in a very, very short movement. So it means that you now need to work on the control of your ankle eccentrics. And last one. Ooh, I can feel them burning now. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Repeat this exercise again, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions on the 5-second eccentric phase. It's going to help strengthen your ankles, improve blood flow, improve muscular control, and give you better balance. Now let's move on to our last exercise, and that is push-ups. That's right, one of the best exercises that you can do with little or no equipment in the comfort of your home. And today I have selected a countertop or a kitchen counter. You can select anything at home that you've got standing around that is nice and sturdy. And what makes this countertop great is it can teach you the proper mechanics of a push-up, so that later on, as you get stronger, you can start moving down towards the floor or starting to change your angle slowly but surely. So let me show you how this push-up is going to work. You're going to stand in front of your counter and you're going to take a step back, and then you're just going to place your hands on the edge of the counter with the palms actually on the edge. And it's important to note that we are going to bring our elbows in towards the sides like that. Okay, so we don't want our elbows to flare out. That can place a lot of unnecessary strain on the shoulders. And then from there, press out so that we use our shoulders, chest, and triceps. So to do this on a countertop, we're going to take a step back, lean slightly forward, always keeping the chest nice and tall, belly button pulled in. And then from there, breathe in and out. And again, breathe in and out. You can actually feel the kitchen countertop does not touch the top of the chest. It actually touches just above my stomach or just below my sternum. And we go again and out. But now, that is the technique. What we want to do is we want to increase the tension that we can create on our chest, shoulders, and triceps so that we can actually build strength. So we're going to do the same principle where we go down 5 seconds at a time. So from here we're going to go down 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 second push up. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touch the chest and push. And let's go 3 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And explode up and relax. Sure, I can feel that just from doing 5 slow and controlled eccentric repetitions, I can actually feel my muscles working harder, because the time under tension, slowing the movement down, the muscles have to work so much harder to try and control the movement, and then at the end you explode back up, which brings in a little bit more plyometric training or explosive power training. A little bit of an introduction to that we're going to cover later on in other videos. So there we go, 3 of your best must-do exercises that you can do in the comfort of your home. If you've never exercised before, or you haven't exercised in a while and you want to start building up that strength and resilience and build a little bit of muscle, give these 3 a try. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite exercise. See you next time.